some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Started and opened the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rice. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Minnesota's offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. In the back end, likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Guys, let's talk just for a minute about Minnesota. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Under fire. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So the Arizona Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a season year two. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. Wide out trying to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle, it's Newton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Got his man quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Touchdown, Arizona. Special teams coming through. The 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He'll bring it out. It's Weiss. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Chubb. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. They'll go back to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the option. He'll toss it. Trucks through the defender. He's got 50 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Breaks into the open. Crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arizona. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Pulls it, fired, complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job getting pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Chop. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks.
Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose. Back picked up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to pass. It's Chubb. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Corners are walked up tight. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Bargava. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here comes the option. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Minnesota 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Bargava. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got him. Got room at the 35. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Touchdown, Arizona! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining 1st half.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter. Run.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. And there he goes. Made a defender miss. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Back to the ground game on the left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Thanks to grab. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Arizona has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. He's got it again. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right?
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Works the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Quarterback making checks. The toss to the outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He takes it at the 45. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before. A nifty return on that one. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll ride the hot hand. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. They go to the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. You really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Arizona! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Arizona. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and this defense just putting a cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
They'll try the run. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. looking for more room. Touchdown, Arizona. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough edges on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Pulls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel real.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Arizona right back to the line. He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. It'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. It's Weiss. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And how about this. Finally, a red zone opportunity in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy.